la mungongo okisa kizuwa kyami lishimana ngana zambi wangi bana mwenu wami kyoswi kinga la mungongo okisa kizuwa kyami yakutula mokotoyo yakutula mokotoyo kaka mushema la mungongo okisa kizuwa kyami yakutula mokotoyo yakutula mokotoyo kaka mushema kakolo ishimana ngazambi wange bana mwazambi yosikingala
wazediwa mutuyo wachelela kwa zambi yetu weneni kutena koso kidi kecha kalecha wazediwa mutuyo wachelela kwa zambi yetu weneni kutena koso kidi kecha kalecha la mungongo okisa kizuwa kyami lishimana ngana zambi wangi bana mwenu wami yoswi kinga la mungongo okisa kizuwa kyami yakutula mokotoyo yakutula mokotoyo kaka mushema zediwa mutuyo wachelela kwa zambi yetu weneni kutena koso kidi kecha kalecha wazediwa wachelela kwa zambi yetu weneni kutena koso
Hey Salama, check out Massa on Amazon. You will find a lot of history books and very professional books. These are few. It's like these are my before I write a book. You'll see I have here always. So I have many of them. These are few. You see here, see how I wrote everything about Africa, and you see, so I have a black book, I have a red book, you know, and here's some other books, some books in Congo, and these are the traditional books from. This is a new book. Also, you can find it on Amazon. You can see the book is also very big. $20. Okay, there are some German books. Okay, it's about complete African history. This means yeah, this is science. This is pure science here. You find who we are, and yes, and even here the book I have made it new. So you will find even more books on Amazon, and some of the books I did not put here. So Salama, and yes, watch the movie. It will be fun. Salama, salama, bena beto, bena isolele, bena nzambe. Kimbo, kimbo na tata nzambe ya mazulu. Let us read. All geographical features described for the house of Dawidi, the remnant and small kingdom, a light that keeps burning, a place for rest to the Most High, are found in the land of thousand hills. Mountains, hills, valley, brooks, fountains. Read Deuteronomy 8 and 7, Isaiah 42 and 15, Psalms 50 and 10. Thousand hills. Please Google the land of thousand hills. We'll come to some of the scriptures soon. Go to 2nd Ezra 6:51. All these verses will show you where the biblical Israel was and where it is, and no one can doubt it. Enoch, the book of Judge, you go to 1:14. Thou gavest one part which was dried up the third day, that he should dwell in the same part wherein are 1,000 hills. You see, so you have the land of thousand hills. So the land of thousand hills is in Africa. Okay, you will not find it in Rome. You will not find it in the Middle East. You know, you will not find it. You see, you will not find it in Asia. You see, that's why we are here to learn. Now, you will see that it is written. Make it a little bit bigger. He says, I have loved you, said Tatanzambi, and we will ask, wherein hast thou loved us? And he say, was not Esau your brother? But I have loved you, Jacobo. Now, we have to ask ourselves why Tatanzambi is asking, is saying that he loved us, and Jacob is asking, we can't see it. It is because Tatanzambi has blessed us. Now watch, this is for you. He says, for the land which drinks in the rain that comes oft upon it and brings forth herbs, meat for them by whom it is dressed, receive blessing from the Tatanzambi. This is Hebrews 6 and 7. He say, and I came down to deliver them out of Egypt. You know? You see, to whom did Tatanzambi do the same? And he said, and to bring you up out of the land into a good and a large land, into a land flowing with milk and honey, into the place of the Canaanites, the Hittites, and the Ammonites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, you see. So, he took us out of a poor land. Yeah, today we will call this land Putu. Where we are today, this is Mputu. Yeah, Mputu means poor. A land of poor people. Yeah, and the inhabitants of there are Bamindele. The white people, they are poor. They are very, very poor. Because the richness of the Tatanzambi is not paper. But you will see that. He says, he's continuing. For the Tatanzambi, your God brings thee into a good land, a land of brooks of water,
of fountains and death that springs out of the valleys and hills. So this means you have your own water. The water even cleans itself. And where will you find fountains and depths where brooks of water comes out from? You know, where will you find a place that is large, not a small place, not the small Caucasian man-made Israel 1948. By the way, the English took it, and that's why the Second World War. And brothers and sisters, this place cost a lot of people life, to establish an Israel that they wanted normally to put before that into Uganda. They only to deceiving their own people and us, the Bana Congo, Bina Betu. Now, where will you find a large land? Is the Middle East large? Will you find everything in there flowing with milk and honey? Do you know what this means? Milk and honey? This is big. Tanzania is not finished with us. He say, you Jacob, listen. If you today suffers because you do not know yourself, he say, a land wherein thou shalt eat food without scarceness, thou shalt not lack anything in it. Land whose stones are iron, and out of whose hills thou mayst bake brass. You see? So he has blessed the country, he has blessed the land with treasures, stones. You see? He say, and I brought you into a plentiful country to eat the fruit thereof, and the goodness thereof. But when ye entered, ye defiled my land, and made mine heritage an abomination. You see? And this is why we do not remember ourselves, who we are, because he has taken his spirit, he took he took our power, and even we are not so smart like we were before, and he brought us into jealousy. That means we changed. We do not remember where we were before, that we normally are kings, and the Tatanzambi took us out of Egypt and give us the promised land. And people are very confused because they do not understand the scriptures. They do not understand that Tatanzambi gave them the land of Congo. And this is why we are preaching so much, because the spirit of Congo is back with power. Tatanzambi say, you people will forget who you are. Now we are going back to learn who we are. We are kings and lions. For the land without goest into possesses is not as the land of Egypt. So he took us out of Egypt. We have to understand it. Okay, he took us out from these areas. Egypt is Middle East. This is Egypt. From whence he came out, where thou sowest thy seed and wateredst it with thy food, as a garden of herbs. This means the agriculture that we was doing in Egypt wasn't the same agriculture that we started to do in sub-Saharan Africa. Okay, you have in Egypt, you have the desert climate. The climate there is different, and it's not so rainy like in sub-Sahara forest, So that Nzambi, he say, I will be a watchman of herbs. This means the agriculture that we was doing in Egypt wasn't the same agriculture that we started to do in sub-Saharan Africa. Okay, you have in Egypt, you have the desert climate. The climate there is different, and it's not so rainy like in sub-Sahara forest, So yeah, that Nzambi, he say, I will be your watchman, you see, and everything I will give everything to you, paradise conditions, Then he say, but the land where you go to possess is a land of hills and valleys, and drinks water of the rain of heaven. You see, that's why you see in Africa it rains so much in the sub-Saharan. It is very hot, it rains, and you see, it's because of agriculture. And this is also a promise that Tata Nzambi said. You will not find this kind of references, you will not find it in the Middle East. Please wake up. He said, in the day that I lift up my hands into them to bring them forth of the land of Egypt into a land that I have espied for them, flowing with milk and honey, which is the glory of all lands. So everyone knows the biggest continent. Everyone knows the biggest continent and nicest lands in Africa. It is Africa. No one can doubt it. Europe is dry. Europe is wasted. Okay, they have built up and made a lot of things here, but the most of the things comes from Africa or from other lands, stolen, by the way, or they're taking it by force or for less money. Now, and the gold of that land is good. There is bdellium, amarillage, and the onyx stone. For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. So the Most High is very clear, He say that your land is blessed. This is your money. Pack your things, Pack your things, Pack your things, okay? And go visit your home country. If you only touch the ground, you are blessed. Find a way, to buy land. Find a way to buy land. You can go to multi countries. You do not only have to go to one country in Africa, because many of us scholars, they do not even know from which part of Africa they come. So this means go back, start doing agriculture, find the land, you will see that you are rich because of the land. And do not find the land inside the city. You have to go to the villages. You have to have the spirit of Yah, because also in the villages they have their own spirit there, and you have to be wise. Okay? You can contact me, by the way, and I can explain it to you one by one what you should do normally, and many people did it and they are living good now. I will go and prepare your houses, because in my father's house, my father will have many houses for you. So you will be owners of people that will work for you. So you have to understand the scriptures. Do not go after Gentile behaviors or traditions, or do not look upon that what they have. They are poor. Mputu. They are poor. Mputu. Mputu. Say Mputu. This is what they are. Now, He say, ask the beasts, ask the animals. They will tell you. Here, Job 12:7. He say, a land of 1,000 hills. The forest is mine. So you see today they are going there and taking the biggest woods. You see, he say it is mine, mine. Let me tell you the truth. They took only 30% what is theirs. Read Revelation 12. Satan has the permission to have a little bit from us. They give him a little bit and they give him time to rule. It's over. It's your time now. You have to believe in you. You have to believe in Tata Nzambi. It is your time now. Wake up. Now, he say, you will be the rich man because it is your land. It is yours. You know? Not even the government are respecting these kinds of things what is written here. They do not even know it. 70% is ours. They can only take and reach the maximum of 30%. The rest is for us. For the so-called poor people. Now, he said, and he was there in the wilderness 40 days and tempted by Satan, and was with the wild beasts, and the angels ministered into him. So this verse also shows that this man that we call Isaiah, you have to completely think completely different from him. He's not the Middle Eastern. He's not a Persian and Assyrian Philistine, or how you people call those people that normally are Hamites. No. He was in the wilderness with angels and wild beasts. You will not find wild beasts over there. You see, just to tell you. So we do not call a wolf a wild beast. We do not call a dog a wild beast. What do they have? What is owl? An owl? Is an owl wild? An owl? Oh, I'm scared. A big African man that comes from Tata Nzambi is blessed. Will now be scared of an owl, or will he be scared of bears, lions, hyenas? Wake up. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which says they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Listen, my dear brothers, that Nzambi has chosen those who are poor in the eyes of the world to be rich in faith and inherited the kingdom. He promised those who love him. Now, for all this, the people repented not, neither departed they from their sins, till they were spoiled and carried out of their land, and were scattered through all the earth. Yet there remained a small people, and a ruler in the house of David. So, like I said, all these things that I say sounds so easy, but the Nzambi is not a fool, and he is not. He works with humans, but he is not a human. He is spirit. You know, he lives inside the humans. Yes, if he wants to do something. But he is spirit. He is also spirit. Now listen. He will not allow. He will not allow. That's why many things is happening. Yeah. Some people from us, I'm not talking about us, they do not share the same spirit of Congo. They will not enter. They will not enter. They will try their best, do their businesses, whatever. Later they will fall. Now enter. They will try their best, do their businesses, whatever. Later they will fall. Now, like I told you, the scriptures are showing us very clear. Here, this is a wine press, right? The scriptures are showing us many things. It's showing us that Israel must be in Africa. And Israel, by the way, is a people, and it is not even our name that we gave ourselves, but it is inside the book. So, and we understood that it's referring to us, it is us, huh? So now, let us go deeper into the scriptures to find some things out about Africa. Now he's saying, so would such riches be hanging on empty words? All biblical domestic tools, utensils are found in the land of thousand hills. You can find in Deuteronomy 19:5 or Judges 9:48 and Acts. This is how our act. Let me make it a little bit smaller. This is how one of our acts was look like, you know. You see. So then you have here in 2 Kings 6:27 the wine press that I have showed you here. You know, this is the wine press, right? You have it on Isaiah 63, 2 and 3. Okay. Let us read one verse, okay? Let me take this one here. Now, and he said, if the Lord will not help you, how shall I help you? From the threshing floor or from the wine press, you see? So, here you have the wine press in the scriptures. You have the wine press in Africa from our forefathers. Here you have the mortar and pestle. This is this one here. On Numbers 11 and 8. Yeah. Or here in Proverbs 27:22. You have the sickle. Okay, this is the sickle right here. It's not the Europeans brought it to us. Even in Egypt, we have worked with us. We worked with it. You will find it in Deuteronomy 16 and 9. 1 Samuel 13 and 20. Let us read 1 Samuel, okay? But everyone of the Israelites went down to the Philistines to sharpen his plowshare, his mattock, his axe, or his sickle. You see? So you have here all these items that our forefather used. Okay. You have here in the book of Sirach or Amos 9 and 9, you have the shaft or sieving. This is this thing here. In here. See? Now, it is said, it was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together and become like the shaft of the summer threshing floors, and the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth. This is Daniel, okay, 2 and 35. Okay, it's amazing. Matthew 24 and 41, or Numbers 11 and 8, Judges 9 and 53. We have the hand mill. Okay, what is the hand mill? You know, it's not a machine. Okay, many women should know now what a hand mill is. One day I would like, if we can preach all these things to the African, they will only laugh and the Mwanda. So this means the spirit will always jump on the preachings and speak about the forefathers, how they did this and this, because it's amazing. In Africa, if we talk about those things and the women listen to this kind of preaching, and the elders and the mamas and the children's, the bena, so you will see them, if the spirit comes, they start jumping around, and you see how they start saying many prophecies, because this is so deep. No one preaches these things, you know. No one preaches that. And this is the hand mill. You see, this is the hand mill. You have also here the plowshare, the matok, you know. We'll find it Isaiah 7 and 25, 1 Samuel 13 and 20. You see, let us go to Genesis. Now, just to show you, yeah, that Africa is the area. Therefore, the Tanzania, your power, sent him out from the Garden of Eden to work the ground from which he was taken. You know. Now he should work to the ground he was taken. Now you have here. Let's go to this one here. And as for all the hills that used to be hoed with a hoe, this is it. You will not come there for fear of briars and thorns, but they will become a place where cattle are let loose and where sheep tread. Now, you have here, this is a matok. A matok. Then a basket. This is a basket, okay? Something like this here. We made baskets, you know, a long time before white people came to us. You know, this is the before 1600s. We have to ask ourselves if we can find some white people on this earth. So that's why we have to start to think about our own, like not only to think white and black, but to think about the wicked that is around us, because the whites comes from the blacks. Take Aaron and his sons with him, and the garments and the anointing oil, and the bull of the sin offering, and the 2 rams, and the basket of unleavening bread. So these are the baskets. The nice mama here, she knows how to do this amazing baskets, yeah? Now you have here the barns. Okay, I could not find barns from our forefathers because But this is some barns in, I think, Mali or something like that. Okay, so barns. Let's go to Matthew 6:26. Something in the New Testament here. And by the way, there is no New Testament. Now, look at the birds of the air. They neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns. You see, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? You see? Here I found the photos. Now, the barns here. Okay. Deuteronomy 28:8. Write the scriptures down. I show you my books, right? I started it completely like this. I wrote everything down, and one day no one can fool you no more. There is no one, no Christian, no so-called Hebrew Israelite. No one can fool you again. No one. The scriptures are so clear, no one can open his mouth. The Tanzambi will command the blessing on you in your barns, okay, in all that you undertake, and he will bless you in the land that the Lord your Tanzambi is giving you. See? No Muslim, no Jehovah wickedness, Mormons, no, they are reading out of the scriptures. All of them are using these scriptures here. Show it to them, and you will see they will become the dogs, like the Tanzambi is calling them. So easy. They have to accept the truth, and the truth hurts. They have to humiliate themselves. They have to be zero. They have to become 0-0 if they want to enter 0 bricks and straws for bricks. That's what I showed you here. You see. So this is Asian method. You see, tradition and techniques, moves. You see how our fathers was building their houses and some of the things. And this is King Solomon was doing that. Okay, King Solomon, King David. Only to show you, yeah. Because some people think they used to be the civilization of our forefathers used to be like the civilization of the Europeans today, with stone houses and big old houses like the World Trade Center, etc. No way, come on. We had stone houses, of course we had it, but the architecture of the white people, no. We had our own architecture. And you will find it still today in Zimbabwe and Mozambique, in some areas, Namibia, and all around Africa. You will find the methods of our forefathers, the tradition, etc. It is ours. All, not one is from the Gentiles, but all the things, all 100% ours. It is time to take it back. So let us go to Exodus 5:12. And so the people were scattered throughout all of the land of Egypt to gather stubble for straw. You see. Go to 16. No straw is given to your servants, yet they say to us, make bricks. You see? And behold, your servants are beaten, but the fault is in your own people. You see? Make bricks. Tradition of the techniques of wood bricks. You see? Like I told you. See these houses here? Amazing wood bricks buildings. Do you see that? Brothers and sisters, let us wake up. Here, wood bricks and mosques and all those things, you see? See that? You see these wood bricks, houses? Now, he said, bronze, which is a kind of natural brass. Okay, Exodus 13:18. He talks about zinc and copper. Look what they do. Look what these people do. And people think, oh, they will take all our resources. How? How do they want to take all our resources? They do not have that time. The sun is coming. Where is the winter? Go to Habakkuk 2, go to Zephaniah, go to all. You are getting superpowers. These people have lost. 2021 is the front of the door. So everything, they can't do anything. The time is up. They can just now say, let's work together. And after that, they will try to colonize us. But even then, it is a the time is up. Okay, the time is up. Okay. Now you have here zinc and copper. You have even here bronze. Now this is Mandela, by the way. Yeah. So it is very important to learn, to go to school, to learn. You know. We need very intelligent people now. You see, it's time. So this is ivory and comp. Okay, this is ivory and comp. Okay. Yeah, with ivory and comp you can do also a lot of things. Yeah. Let us see what the Tanzania says about that. Just to show you that this book is not for the Gentiles, and it is dangerous for them, by the way, if you know how to use it. For the king's ships went to Tarsus with the servants of Hiram. Once every 3 years, the ships of Tarsus used to come bringing gold, silver, ivory, apes and peacocks. You see? So let us go to another one, to another precept. I will put all these things into my prophetic into my prophetic page, yeah, the Bantu Africans, yeah, .com page, so that people can have a look on all these things, because it is important. Now, okay, this is not Revelation. No. Cargo of gold, silver, jewels, pearls, fine linen, purple clothes, silk, scarlet, clothes, all kinds of sewn wood, all kinds of articles of ivory, all kinds of articles of costly wood, bronze, iron, and marble. So you see merch, you see all these kinds of things here. Brothers and sisters, wait. You will see the bigger cities, how it will be built. He said, he promised me, Mikhael Massa here, he said, you people will build up things. Never people build things like that before. You know, hey, what is the kingdom of Yah that will fall from heaven? Brothers and sisters, ask yourself. Gentiles will build up your walls. Brothers and sisters, it's time to wake up. All societal codes, custom traditions, taboos, Mosaic laws are well documentable in the land of thousand hills. Butenda, pre-marriage. Protocols of engagement used Jacob for Rachel and Leah. Marrying Leah, only for in Bantu arranged marriages used to take place at night. Whereby sometimes the groom could not look into the face of the bridge. This is how Jacob found himself with Leah while expecting Rachel. But when the evening came, he took his daughter Leah and gave her to Jacob, and Jacob lay with her. When the morning came, there was Leah, so Jacob said to Laban, "What is this you have done to me? Served you for Rachel, didn't I? Why have you deceived me?" Surrogate marriage, you can see on Wikipedia about Tamar and Ruth cases in the scriptures. Birthright normally goes to the firstborn, you know. The pedigree is always traced to the father paternally. Numbers 1 and 18. Okay? Do you want me to read it? Okay, come on. It's important, huh? It's important. Now, and on the first day of the second month, they assembled the whole congregations together, who registered themselves by clans, by fathers' houses, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, head by head. Marriages are extremely honorable, even lasting for weeks, 2 in general, and he kept the wedding feast 14 days. The history of Tobit is a very important history. If you never read the Apocrypha Tobit book, read it. Women are required to humble before men, so are their children. See? Before the European civilizations, no Bantu was allowed to eat pork or meat from other wild animals. It was a taboo. You see here? Let us read Leviticus. Okay, let us go to Deuteronomy 14 and 8. Okay. Give these things to your pastor, or maybe he will read out of it. It is important for his church. Maybe some of them will wake up. And the pig, because it parts of hoof, but does not chew the cud, is unclean for you. Their flesh you shall not eat, and their carcasses you shall not touch. See? So when you're called mbwa, this means dog, coward, dog. You don't behave manly, the scriptures confirm it. Here, They are greedy dogs which can never have enough, and they are shepherds that cannot understand. So, mbwa. They all look to their own way. Yeah, other people say mbwa futa. Everyone for his gain from his culture. Or when you are called Zuba Zuba or Yuma, it means that you are stupid and retard, unlearned. Hear these words, you cows or Bashan on Mount Samaria, you woman who oppress the poor and crush needy, and say to your husbands, bring us some drinks. Amos 4:1. The Zuba Zuba, Mosia Zuba. When you're called mama boy, also like something like a snitcher, gossiper, you know. Here, another scripture. Saul's anger flared up at Jonathan, and he said to him, you son of a perverse and rebellious woman. Don't I know that you have sided with the son of Jesse, to your own shame and to the shame of the mother who bore you? Something like a son of a bitch, huh? If someone called you Mundele, this means you are what? Ndundu, this means you are albino. What word was for mix?